At some point, I just hope that you'll just get together with some great friends who love truth. I just hope you'll get together with them and you will have an honesty time in communion. And then you'll get together and have another one. And you'll begin to discover how to describe the areas where you're weak and you remain weak. And you'll get help from one another and you'll feel more powerful because in the time of the communion, there is a supernatural, omnipresent Yeshua connection between you and Yeshua because you are in a private group of friends. Lock the doors, close off the world, and have no one with you except for those who are willing to die for truth. Just begin coming together for honesty and communion, family honesty church, in a cheerful way, in a happy way. Family honesty church, coming together for conscience cleansing and then communion and then sitting and loving on the Spirit who loves us and asking questions. Asking questions that the answer comes to the entire group who is now in connected communion with the invisible Messiah and with one another at the same time. You cannot do that. You cannot do that in a big lecture hall atmosphere. That is not where you have the most intimate and tender group relationship interaction with the Holy Spirit. I hope that you will just begin practicing that honesty time with communion and then interaction with the Holy Spirit, asking for guidance to where to go. Where do you want to send us to a person who is suffering? Where do you want to send us to a person who is calling out to try to figure out what God is? Where do you want to send us to a person who has just had a crisis? Where do you want to send us? That's the most important question because we are now God's sent ones. We are emissaries going out into the enormous, screwed up church family, human family world. The world of human beings. We're being sent out into that world because Yeshua said, look, I came into this cosmos to just go from town to town and touch and interact with as many people as possible. And we are called to imitate Messiah Christ. So we are actually called to travel from place to place. And it does not mean that everybody has to be constantly doing that. But we as a group will be sending out special people and they will come home and they will tell us the miracle stories and the children will be more delighted. Mommy, can I go with the miracle team tomorrow? Please, please, please. I want to pray for somebody and have a miracle. Please, can I go? I hope that you will just begin to do the communion, the honesty time, and the interaction with Holy Spirit. Even if it's silently, like the Quakers. There's all kinds of ways of doing it. But just begin and make that be your regular, repetitive group interaction with the Spirit of loving kindness. Group interaction with the Spirit of loving kindness, the life-giving Spirit. Group interaction with the life-giving Spirit.